All right, we made it today, another day at the radio station of KCIW here on the Quality Living with Peaceful Support. And we are always accepting donations and volunteers because we have bigger towers to get and more people to reach with these most important magical messages here at the KCIW station. And we actually rely on donations because everything here is done volunteer. So all you listeners listening, thank you for all you do for taking this link and we stream online. So please do grab the kciw.org link and send it to all your friends and family because this is a globally attended radio station. We turn it into an online streaming podcast and you can listen everywhere in the world. So you go on vacation, you take us with you. Okay, and that's kciw.org. You can even find your favorite show. Just type right in there, Quality Living, poof, it shows up and you can listen to us everywhere. And 541-661-4098. If you wish to participate in any way, shape, or form, just tell us your thoughts. Send a text, email, contact@kciw.org. And today on the Quality Living Show with Peaceful Support, we have a super fun guest. Many of you in town probably know her. If not, you probably could and would love it once you do. Alyssa Babin, hello.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
Yeah, we are so lucky with this station in the heart of town and accessible to everyone.
It is a true blessing. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of thanks to Tom for all of his hard work with the station, for sure.
Yeah, and Linda.
And Linda.
And
yep.
Rose.
Yep.
And Candace.
And
Doug.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you for taking time out of your super busy schedule to be here. I know that you're a parent, and so that is extremely important and it requires a lot of time. Yeah, so tell us about you and how people would know you, or how did you get to Brookings?
Well, I'm fourth generation Curry County resident. My great-grandparents moved here in the 1925, I think, and then my grandparents followed in 1950.
Wow.
So my grandparents ran the Curry Coastal Pilot for a long time, for 30 years. So that's my family's claim to fame. And my grandparents were also grand marshals in the Azalea Parade one year.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So then, I have my wonderful parents. Yeah. My dad's an attorney in town. My mom's a local celebrity. No, I'm just kidding.
Perfect.
No, yes. She's just a well-known person. People ask her for her autograph on the street.
No,
they don't. No,
I'm going to when I see her.
That would make her whole year, I'm sure. If someone did that
too, because of your great grandfather.
Well, I don't know if it was my great grandfather.
Okay. What was
my grandparents? Oh, my great grandfather. You're talking about?
Yeah.
Victor Berger, the Socialist Congressperson.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, so she is related to him.
That is, I will definitely ask her for an autograph.
You're the great granddaughter. Yes, she's a great granddaughter of Victor Berger, very famous person. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, she's, she's lived here for a long time and is a funny and loving, supportive mom. Love you, Mom.
Yeah, I love you. Thanks for making this beautiful, fun lady.
Yes, it's been a journey. My being raised and then the differences that I do as a parent from what my parents did is interesting. Like parenting my own child in the 2024 is a lot different than parenting a kid in 1980.
Oh, geez. That's a whole wake-up call to reality. Like, I think about parenting, but then, wow, you add those factors in.
Yeah. Totally different world. Let's see, there was what was the kit caboodle things, like with the unicorns on them in the 1980s. I want to say Anne Frank, but that's not it.
Not it.
Her name, what is the name
Not
of
the
those
ponies.
things? Those are, no, My Little Ponies. No, but that era of like the My Little Ponies and the kits in the 1980s with the big hair and the puffy sleeves and,
Yeah.
you know,
Pegged pants.
pig pants and people, Capri Suns didn't know there was anything wrong with them.
No idea I'm gonna pull all my teeth out later.
People coming home, right? Playing until the street light comes on.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Quality.
Yes. Which Alex has just turned 3, so he can't quite go play until the street light comes on.
Maybe 5.
But there is this Japanese, have you ever seen this Japanese show where they follow little kids? So the parents let the little kids go places by themselves. They're 2 or 3 years old. Have you seen this?
No, but I'm going to.
Okay, yeah. So it's all planned out. And there's cameras following them, so obviously they're in no danger.
Right.
But they go from their house to like the store to buy their mom a cup of flour or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's so fun to like watch these little 2-year-olds' journey. And that's something I've really wanted. I have a dream of setting that up for Alex to do here in Brookings because we just live right up on Redwood Street.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, I could have somebody down at the corner, just pretending
Eyes
to like
on.
mow the lawn.
Right.
But not really making any noise, just standing there with a lawnmower. And then have somebody down, at the corner of Redwood and Oak with like a sign pointed, go that way. And then you would have to cross the street.
Oh
but we would
my
have
God.
like a special, I don't know, sidewalk
Guard
thing.
duty
Yes.
with a red flag and a jacket on.
Yeah. And then he could go into Cielito Lindo and like buy a Tootsie Roll or something. And then, I think that would be fun. And we could film it and do like an American version of the
Let's
Japanese
do
show.
it.
Okay.
This sounds like a really good project. I will fully, peacefully support this.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's something I wanted to do,
We can get a drone. I have friends and they're licensed drone flyers and we can drone this.
Wow. So we would have like a video of his little head bopping down the street.
Yeah, and you can get different angles because you can fly the drone around. Wouldn't even know. It'd be like,
We got to get the drone footage in there. Yes. We can premiere it at the Scenic Film Festival.
we honestly can. This is real. This is happening.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, we seriously can.
Okay.
Make it a short.
Sweet. Yeah. Are you going to be the director?
Okay. I'll accept.
Okay. And then I'm just the creative producer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, listeners, that's how simple these things happen. Watch for it in the film festival.
Yeah. We'll have to come up with a name.
Okay. We'll save that for off air.
Yeah.
Can't give it all away.
No. Wait for the name.
But listeners, if you have any ideas, call in 541-661-4098 and tell us the name you think this show should be called.
Alex's Adventure to Cielito Lindo.
Right.
Something.
Yeah, because he's going to be 3, or he is 3.
He's 3.
So,
yeah.
Okay, before he's 4.
We should definitely do it before he turns 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. There's something magical about being 3.
Yes. You can go potty by yourself sometimes and put on your own clothes, but you still fall down and want your mom.
Yeah. I think that's all ages.
That's not true. Everyone is just perpetually 3 years old.
Yep. Just in case we forget and you're having a really bad day out there, guys, just remember sometimes we all need help going to the bathroom. We fall down and we want our moms. And it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. It's life.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah,
Hopefully.
more of life.
Oh yeah. Sure. Go ahead.
What else do we have going on in Alyssa's world?
Well, I'm working with so I do conservation advocacy work, and I have been doing that since I was little, really. But, I went to college and then law school, and so been doing conservation advocacy for 25 years.
How did this come about in your world?
I think growing up with a strong cultural value of environmental protection, of respecting the environment. So growing up here and with my family, I learned how important the environment is and how beautiful it is and how much we need it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's the first thing for me was my strong ethic, environmental ethic.
Okay.
So that just sort of guided me forward in my career path.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Your like natural bond here.
yeah. Yes. My spiritual and emotional, physical connection to the environment
Yes.
guided me towards that career path. Yeah. Just felt it really strongly since I was a kid. And led me to all this work. And now I'm working with the Smith River Alliance.
Oh,
A cool
thank you,
project.
Smith River Alliance.
Yeah, Smith River Alliance.
Do they have a website?
They do, smithriveralliance.org. The Smith River Alliance provides for protection, restoration, and stewardship of the natural resources in the Smith River watershed. So the Smith River watershed is everything from... So the Smith River actually is... The North Fork Smith is in Oregon.
Okay.
And then it borders the Klamath to the south.
Right.
So it's a pretty big watershed, and the Smith River is the only undammed river in California. And the Wild Salmon Center has also declared it as California's premier salmon stronghold. Very important river to protect.
For breeding purposes.
Yeah, just for living, for salmons to live and thrive in the river.
Yeah, yeah.
So the project that I'm working on now with the Smith River Alliance is basically the impetus of the project started in response to a foreign corporation that wanted to mine for nickel. And the corporation wanted to mine for nickel on the headwaters of the Illinois, the North Fork Smith, Hunter Creek, and Pistol River. And a large group of people came forward and were like, no way. So the last time that happened in Oregon was at Riddle, Oregon, and it left this huge scar on the side of the mountain and a lot of environmental pollutants.
Oh.
So it was just nasty, and not the amount of nickel that they're going to get is like minuscule compared to the environmental devastation that's going to occur.
Right.
So this large coalition of people came together, got a 20-year mineral withdrawal for those regions. Senator Wyden and Merkley introduced the Southwestern Oregon Watershed and Salmon Protection Act. So that bill then became part of the Oregon Recreation Enhancement Act, which is currently in Congress. So that bill does remove the North Fork Smith from these mining claims. However, we're taking it one step further with the Smith River National Recreation Area Expansion Act, and we're taking those 50,000 acres on the North Fork Smith and putting them into the National Recreation Area on the Smith River. For political reasons, in the 1990s, when the Smith River National Recreation Area was established, the North Fork Smith was left out. It was in Oregon. The rest of the rivers in California. So it was the California people who were doing the making of the recreation area, and it would just. So now we're like, hey, wait a second, this is something that we can do, especially putting this 58,000 acres into the National Recreation Area will totally remove them from any mining threats.
Oh, thank goodness.
So that's the project that I'm working on right now. And we're working to build there is wide community support from chambers of commerce, the Delnor and Curry County Chambers of Commerce, the League of Women Voters of Oregon and California. We have support from downstream state agencies in California and more than 10,000 people. But I'm working to increase that support because you can never get too much support, from people.
Ever.
ever.
I mean, that's coming from the quality living show with peaceful support.
Peaceful
but
support,
that's
yes.
more
So we're
support
just trying to
better.
get more support for this legislation. Wide community support. Let's make it bigger.
Yes.
So that's what I'm working on with them, and expanding our support beyond Curry County,
Yeah.
Del Norte County. So that's been exciting and really fun for me.
Is it getting recognition up the Klamath and like all the surrounding areas? Is it happening?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay.
Yeah. We're working on it.
So listeners, you are welcome to call in 541-661-4098 and tell me, Amanda, that you want to support this Smith River Conservation Act, and we'll get you linked up. Or you can go
Smith River National Recreation Area Expansion Act.
Smith River National Recreational
Area Expansion Act
at
Yes.
smithriveralliance.org. smithriveralliance.org.
Yes.
And we will get you connected.
Yeah, and people can also call their senator representative.
Oh, yeah.
I have the number for that.
Okay.
It's 202-224-3121.
Perfect.
That's the congressional switchboard, and it will direct you to your appropriate representative.
That is so important for anything you want to talk with them about.
Yeah. And they're here for us.
Yeah, and they get paid
By us.
by us.
For
and
us.
it's
Yes.
hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
So please do it. Engage with them.
Yeah. It's important, right?
It
To
is.
be represented by the people who are representing you.
Completely.
And it's important they listen to our voices. And the more voices there are, the louder we will be, and the more they will hear us.
And that is why we love KCIW, and we thank you for letting us be here.
Yay, KCIW.
Woo! This is really impressive and important and super supportive. And
Yeah, I can talk more about the wonderful values of the Smith River. I mean, it's such a beautiful river and so important to protect. I think for me, thinking about, quality living and where I fit in with my work, and that, I think it all comes back to that core value. It's like a moral decision that you make. That everyone gets to decide what their moral values are.
It's true. It's true. And that is the best part about being on Earth is there's so many zones and areas and ways to live. And what quality means is different to everyone.
Yes, exactly. So you get to choose what's important to you.
Well, so what does quality mean to you when you hear that word? How can you describe that?
I think it means to me, I think about all the wonderful things in my life. Mm-hmm. Like the time I get to spend with my child, the food that I get to eat. Yes. I also think of like little things like getting into clean sheets in bed.
Oh, that is so top quality.
Waking up to the promise of a new day and spreading love and kindness, and then spending your day doing things that you love. Mm-hmm. For me, that's spending time with my kid, being outside, laughing. Mm-hmm. When I get to laugh with Alex, it's the best. When we're both laughing together, and it's not like I'm not laughing at a joke that I don't really understand that he said, or like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just sort of laugh with kids to let them know that you're there and you're laughing at
attention.
them. Yes.
Yeah.
But no, we're actually like laughing together. That is quality.
It is.
I love those
I
moments.
encourage that we get hopefully tons more of those.
Yeah. And so, putting all those moments together, laughing, being outside, being kind. What also really makes me feel good is when I get to pay it forward to other people. Mm-hmm. I really like doing that. Like if I see somebody that's struggling and I get to help them, I feel like I'm almost a little bit too like, oh, can I help you? I'm like, slow down, I'm like, whoa, lady, what are you doing? I'm like, wait, you need help? So when I get to help someone, that's really helps
when they're
me as my quality
struggling.
of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like if I see somebody who's got a Oh, what was it the other day? Oh, I know. So we went to the river, Alex and I and our friends. We drove separate cars. We went to my family's river property. My friend was struggling getting her car up the hill to leave. And I was like, I can help with this. Because I knew exactly what to do.
Okay.
So I gave her instructions. I'm like, look, you've got to come all the way back down and then push the gas and just get up the hill. And I gave her the confidence and she did it. She made it up the hill, but I got to help her with that. And like, I got to run out of my car.
Yes.
I got to run up the hill, be like, hey, I can help you. And then like help her down.
Yeah.
It just feels so good when you have those. And for me, that was particularly cool because when I was a kid, the people who would help me would be like my grandpa.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, it's my grandpa. I love rest in peace, but like that's a guy. And it was me. I got to be the strong woman who is kind and thoughtful and helped my friend in a beautiful
and intelligent
and patient way. Thank you. And it was good. She got to learn from me and there wasn't any weird pressure.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just like, I got this. And I helped her and it was like, yes. So that's the kind of moments that I live for, those ones.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's so much more to you, and it's such a pleasure having you here.
Oh, thank you.
How about the thing that we talked about? Oh, yes. So some other quality talent parts of Alyssa is that she writes poetry.
Yes, thank you, Amanda, for bringing that up.
Yeah.
You want me to read my poem?
Yes, please. Okay. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I've been writing poetry for a while. And, it's good to get yourself out there. And this is a poem that I wrote. I spend a lot of time just like looking out the window, thinking, just like, I don't know, I get in my head a lot. And like, that's where the best poetry comes from, I think.
The bus poetry. I love that.
The bus. Oh, did I say bus?
What did you say?
I meant to say best.
Best. Okay. I'm like, because I'm on the back of the bus and I'll write some things out.
No, bus would be great, but no, best.
Okay, best.
When I'm in my head and, okay, so I'm just going to read this poem.
Okay.
If the wind had a name, it would whoosh. La tisse, become all things it carries. Twigs and little bits of paper. Pollen-covered candy wrappers. Riding on the waves of the imaginary. The forgotten. The forbidden. The wind doesn't step. It glides. Unassumingly in your face. While you wince and squint and close your mouth, a constant traveler, an almost forgotten thought, like a memory of the future, whimsical, painful sometimes, lonely, whispering. There's citrus notes, some ocean breeze, sometimes a fart wafts by. The world's smells are carried in the wind, meeting many nostrils on their way.
Oh my, that is so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The amount of connectivity and the layered meanings is just really just lifts up my mind. Like, it just gave me a visual. I was able to close my eyes and like see through it.
Good. That's what you're supposed to do. So
cool. Okay.
You get an A.
Yay.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I really, really enjoyed that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Is Alex your son, is he into poetry or?
I don't really know. It's hard to say.
It's your thing?
Well, I mean, he's just
3.
I really know how to do that with him. It's sort of I do. So what we'll do is he'll be with me when I'm writing poetry.
Yeah.
And I'll say, okay, I'm going to write a poem now.
Oh, good.
And then we sort of just sit there and I write the poem.
Yeah.
I don't read my poems to him very much.
Oh.
We do read a lot of books.
Yeah.
But not so much my poetry. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. What if he doesn't like it?
Oh, how cute. I mean, he has his opinion. He's allowed.
Yeah. So, no, I think that's a good idea, Amanda. Thank you for thinking of that.
Mm-hmm.
I will read him more poetry. I do write poetry about him. Actually, I did bring one other poem to read. Now, this one I didn't write. My friend Sophia, who I love dearly, she wrote this poem about Alex and I.
Okay, and you're okay to...
Oh, yeah.
Let's go for it.
Love you, Sophia.
Love you, Sophia. Thank you.
And then, so she wrote this about us, and I just thought it was nice. Like, it's just from her, and it's beautiful, and it's a good way to describe like how I feel about parenting and
oh yes, perfect.
my connection with Alex. So
Thank you.
The poem is called Alex and Alyssa, which is actually how I write our names.
Oh,
it's chronological order and alphabetical order. Oh, okay. A courageous mother-child star seed born from the dust of love. A bond that gives comfort, safety, and choice fostered from a young age. Mothering in a new way. The child grows from a nourished root. Hearts woven and open. A new life is led. A new life is grown.
Oh, Sophia, thank you. I love it. That's so good.
Yeah.
And that's... like such a gift to give a human. It's like, that's why I said thank you to your mother earlier for this human here in the studio with us today. Thank you, Alyssa, for being on the Quality Living Show and taking some time out of your day with all that you do with conservation work and parenting and all the other things you do, subbing at Reps Gym and all the fun stuff.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for recognizing and appreciating me. I appreciate you too, Amanda, very much.
Thank you. Well, I'm here for you, and we're going to do tons of radical things.
Okay, great.
Sweet. And thank you, KCIW. Thank you, listeners. Remember, contact@kciw.org.